when men start letting their lust overtake them, that's why they be doing these horrific crimes to women. That's why they be doing these fucked up things, bro, because their lust is taking over them. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Meech the Preach. Welcome back to another video. Man, oh man, lust. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about specifically my struggles with lust as a man. So as a lot of you guys know, you know, I was addicted to pornography at a time in my life, very addicted. You know, I would have to watch it every day, like a lot of young men, do, because it's normalized. But, you know, I've since worked past that. You know, I say, like, you know, I struggle with it here and there, but not as bad as I used to. You know, like every once in a while, like I see something on Instagram and then, you get what I'm saying? Like, we all fall short a few times. But mine is like the pornography for right now. It's more of just like a, you know, me living my life, living a lustful life, if you get what I mean, man. And it don't even gotta be meaning like, oh, I have sex with everybody. Nah, man, like, you know, there was points in my life where it's like, I was, you know, I guess when I got out of relationships and stuff like that, I was trying to fulfill that void. And I feel like a lot of my relationships were, I'll probably say maybe one or two. I only had like 3 relationships, maybe 1 or 2 where like, there was a little bit of love in there, but it was still based off lust. So, you know, like once I would get out of these relationships with girls, and you get what I'm saying, like, you know, trying to fulfill what I had in that relationship. Not even a relationship, it was just like a sex ship. I don't know, man. Sexual ship, is that a real word? I don't know. But yeah, I was trying to do that. I was trying to fulfill that void that I was missing from being in a relationship with other women. Like I said, there was points in my life where I was just like, you know, I wasn't out here hoeing or anything, but you know, like I was a young man doing young man things, if you get what I mean. But I wasn't wilding or anything like that, man. Because I'm not the type of person. But I still think, like, even doing things like that, like trying to fulfill the void of missing that person in a relationship, and then you just having sex with other people, 9 times out of 10, if you're doing that, then your last relationship was probably based off of sex and lust. Because, you know, if it was real love or anything like that, of course, sex and, you know, intercourse, that has to be done inside of a relationship. You know, that's one of the things that need to be fulfilled. People have to be fulfilled sexually. But if your main goal is to go out and, like, fuck as many girls as possible or something like that, then you probably have a lust problem too, man. And I'm saying that not to judge you or anything. I'm saying that because, you know, I see how I was affected by it. I see how people around me are affected by it. And I feel like every man struggles with lust. You know, when I'm working out at the gym, a girl walk past, I be trying my hardest not to look, but it's like, bro, like, if you a man, you know what I mean, bro. Like, you gotta look in the mirror, and I'm man enough to say, yeah, I do a little 1-2 peek or some shit, but I ain't one of those guys that be like, and staring. Nah, but I do be catching, like, especially old ass men and, you know, other men in general in the gym looking at what I'm looking at, and like we subconsciously know, like, yeah, nigga, you see that too or some shit like that. But it's like, I feel like when I do that, I feel like ashamed, because, like, bro, that's a human being. That's somebody who's more than just a physical flesh. Like, that person has a soul just like me. And, you know, then I try to, like, it was something that dawned on me. It was like, I don't think I would ever ask a girl this, but I was like, should I go up to that girl in the gym? I'd be like, what does it feel like to have, like, guys staring at you or some shit like that? I don't know why. I just wanted to ask that, because I be seeing a lot of things online where it's like girls be at the gym and catching guys staring at them and they don't like it. But it's like, I be wondering, like, because I know some girls like that, some girls don't. But then I be thinking, like, if I'm gonna look, bro, if I'm big and my muscles are big, I'm gonna show off my muscles, because I know girls gonna like that. So I be thinking, like, do girls wear these tight ass shit to show off to guys to, like, attract to them? I don't know, man. I know I'm getting a little bit off topic, but yeah, man, I just see how like other men inside of the gym be looking and stuff like that, and it'd be like we're all struggling with this lust. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, and people say it could be hormones. Yes, it could be hormones, but it's just like I feel like some things you gotta learn to control or something like that. You get what I'm saying, man? Because, like I said, as a man who struggles with lust, man, seeing how other men can react by not controlling their lust kind of scares me. Because, like, with me, it's just like, okay, have sex with a girl or like watch porn or some shit like that. But like when men start letting their lust overtake them, that's why they be doing these horrific crimes to women. That's why they be doing these fucked up things, bro, because their lust is taking over them. And they're struggling with lust so bad that it overtook them. It was like an infection that's overtaking them. And you know, it's like a virus. It's like it's a virus, bro, because it overtakes them, and it's just like, okay, it's just like a little scrape. It's like an infection. It's just a little scrape, okay? It's a little scrape. Ain't nothing too bad with it. You let it go longer and longer, and don't take care of it, it's gonna start affecting your whole body, and then your whole body's gonna have an infection. And that's what I believe lust is like, man. And bro, lust literally can put you in life or death situations. You know, a lot of motherfuckers be dying over the cooch. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people be beefing and shooting over a girl, not even over that girl, over that box, over that dang. You get what I'm saying, man? They be beefing over that, but in reality, nobody wins in the situation. Because look, if I'm messing with this girl and you messing with this girl, that girl's messing with both of us. So we're not even looking at that girl for that. We're looking at that girl for that down there. I found out you messing with her. You found out you messing with me. We may fight. Somebody may pull out a gun. Somebody go to jail. Somebody may, God forbid, die. And then this girl, she just lost both people. And then the next guy gonna have to deal with that. So the only people that are losing are just me. The only people that are losing is just me and you. You get what I'm saying, man? So, yeah, man. The whole thing with like, sorry, somebody's calling me. The whole thing with like people normalizing the lust and stuff like that, that's also putting us as men in a worse spot. Because we start to normalize these things. Like I said, we're normalizing pornography, these weird ass fucking fetishes, Feet Finder and Fendom and all that weird shit is being normalized because we're letting the lust overtake our head. We're letting our flesh overtake our soul. You know? My family's a big one that struggles with lust, especially like on my father's side. You know, I feel like a lot of my lust comes from my father's side just because of what I've heard and what I've seen from people from my father's side, and looking in at myself. You know, I'm not saying that to blame it, but I'm saying it's just like I see what it could do to certain people. Looking on the internet, looking around me, hearing things, I see what it could do to people, and it's just like, bruh, it's a big thing that really needs to be talked about. Like I said, my struggles with lust is just like, I look at them and I think mine are bad, but then I look at other people and I'm like, what made them get to that point? It's like I said, it's like a drug. It's like once you do a little bit, it's like you're gonna look for more. So like I said, my struggles with lust as a man, it's just like, to me, like when I'm doing something with a girl, like I can't just go out and have a one night stand with a girl. It don't work. It's not good for me. I actually need to build a bond with somebody. But I also look at it was like growing up, my trauma response, like from my trauma, from my childhood trauma, like I want to say drug. I would say like my coping mechanism was lust. You get what I'm saying? That's how I got addicted to porn at an early age. You know, then when I was having sex with like my girlfriends and stuff like that, like it like at first it didn't start off like, you know, I want to have sex all the time, but then it started to go like that, and then I was wondering like, I'm not looking at this person for this person anymore. I'm only looking at them for their body. You get what I'm saying, man? And same thing with the porn, like struggling with that for over a decade is terrible, bro, because like you're doing good, you do good, then you fall back into the same loop, and it's just like it's a never-ending cycle, and you feel stuck. So a lot of my young men watching this, if you're addicted to porn and you feel stuck, I know where you are coming from. I've been there. I feel that, you know, but I do know that if you work on your inner self, a lot of things will get better with that, man. You know, like I said, I'm a man, I'm a human, I fuck up. I still struggle with it here and there. You know, I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but I am getting better with it. But also, I understand, man. And for my women watching this, if your man's addicted to lust or struggling, try and help him out. Now, if he's cheating on you and doing shit with other people, nah, leave him. But if he's struggling with pornography and you could tell that he's really struggling, it's really an addiction, don't be mad at him. Don't bash him for it. Try and help him out. Try and get him help, because, like I said, with addictions, it's like we don't choose to be addicted to it. Our brain, our body, our dopamine receptors are craving that. So you think people want to be smoking crack and looking dirty and bummy? No, but their mind is craving it. That's why we get withdrawal symptoms and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I just want to let you guys know, if you're struggling with lust, you know, I'm here to talk. Yeah, with that being said, it's your boy Meech the Preach. I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next video, man.